jungle.
Breaking news about Medicaid leeches. Millions just went apoplectic. President Trump is overhauling our government at a blinding rate, and there's a lot of people who aren't too happy about it. We previously reported that the president allowed states to implement work restrictions on SNAP recipients, which has led to the lowest enrollment rate in decades, but he's not stopping there. According to a report from USA Today, the president is now looking at putting similar restrictions on Medicaid recipients, requiring the able-bodied Americans capable of working to go out and get a job if they want to continue to receive government handouts. Americans aren't legally required to hold a job in order to receive Medicaid benefits. Why, nobody knows, but under the president's policy proposal, states would be able to implement such measures in order to ensure those receiving the entitlement are giving back to the communities providing it to them. From USA Today. The administration's latest action spells out safeguards that states should consider to obtain federal approval for waivers imposing work requirements on able-bodied adults. Technically, those waivers would be demonstration projects. In practical terms, they would represent new requirements for beneficiaries in those states. The administration said 10 states, mostly conservative ones, have applied for waivers involving work requirements or community involvement. They are Arizona, Arkansas, Indiana, Kansas, Kentucky, Maine, New Hampshire, North Carolina, Utah, and Wisconsin. Advocates for low-income people say they expect Kentucky's waiver to be approved shortly. Medicaid needs to be more flexible so that states can best address the needs of this population, Verma said in a statement. Our fundamental goal is to make a positive and lasting difference in the health and wellness of our beneficiaries. For close to a year, the administration has signaled an interest in helping states that want to institute work requirements. Of course, those in favor of just giving government money away like it's candy during Halloween are against the idea, despite the fact the Obama administration greatly expanded those who are eligible for the program, ostensibly because liberals believe everyone is entitled to free healthcare. Advocates for low-income people said work has never been a requirement for Medicaid, a program originally intended as a health program for the poor and disabled. It now covers a broad cross-section of people, from many newborns to elderly nursing home residents, and increasingly working adults. It is a very major change in Medicaid that for the first time would allow people to be cut off for not meeting a work requirement, regardless of the hardship they may suffer, said Judy Solomon of the Center on Budget and Policy Priorities, which advocates for the poor. The Obama administration would have never approved such waivers, she added. Although while the administration seeks to curb abuse of the government program, it has carved out exemptions for those who need them most. The list is as follows. Exempting pregnant women, disabled people and the elderly. Taking into account hardships for people in areas with high employment, or for people caring for children or elderly relatives. Allowing people under treatment for substance abuse problems to have their care counted as community engagement for purposes of meeting a requirement.